Namaste. Thank you for coming back to my channel. How are you all doing? Today I will be taking the topic of knee pain. If we have pain in the knees, we are really demotivated to even work out, so it's better to always keep our knee healthy. I will be using some stretch bands and also block. If you don't have stretch bands, use towel or any kind of cloth, and instead of blocks, you can use even books. So here I'm going to start with Baal Asana, the child pose. This is my first step in the morning also. This rejuvenates the whole backbone and hence giving us energy in our body. Take a deep breath and gently stretch your arms out while trying to touch your forehead with the ground. Now move towards your left side. Stay there for at least 1 or 2 breaths. And now we are going to go towards the right side. Once you're done, lie on your back, and I'm going to now use the stretch band, hook it under my toes, secure it so that it doesn't slip out. If you don't have it, just wrap a towel behind your ankle. It will work as fine. So purpose here is to bring your leg as close to you as possible, because we want to give stretch to our knee here. The whole cartilage, the joints, the ligament around the knee needs that kind of stretching, and this kind of movement is allowing the stretch to happen around the knee. If you're feeling kind of a pain in your hamstring, just gently massage yourself, rub your hands. If you're feeling tired, take a break and do it again. Place your hand on the knee also. It will help us to develop that mind and muscle connection. Now let's do the same on the other side of the leg. Please make sure that the leg which is lying down is straight. We want to give the maximum stretch as possible. Hence, every time try to bring your leg closer to you while keep on rubbing the other end, so that if there is any tension or any feeling of pain with rubbing, it will just make you feel better. Gently, I'm also pushing my knee. It is for us to ensure that the area around the knee is getting the kind of stretch that we want to give. Once you are there for at least 5 breaths on each side, then we are going to go towards our next pose. For this one, I'm going to use a block. I'm going to do a mountain pose here. Keep the block in any kind of placement as it suits you, depending on the level of your flexibility. With your feet slightly apart than your shoulder distance, I'm going to place my one hand on the block and then the other hand pointing towards the sky, while my face trying to look towards the hand. Let's do it again. Take a deep breath and gently place your hand on the block while try to look towards the sky and point towards the sky with your other hand. Let's do the same on the other side. Open your feet as much comfortable it feels. You don't have to widen feet a lot. Just make yourself as comfortable as possible. Now, if you notice, my hips are squared. I'm not bending forward. I'm absolutely trying to make a 90-degree between my hips and my torso. We'll give the stretch to the knees, and this is where it will also strengthen the knee muscles. Now we will go into the moon pose. Again, stand and take a help of a block. Now if you have a wall behind you, it will give you a good support. So I'm using a wall and placing my one foot on the ground while lifting the other one. The idea here is to make your body parallel to the ground, and I am touching the wall so that I don't fall down. Take deep breaths over there. Stay for at least 3 breaths before you come down. Let's repeat on the other side. Place the block comfortably and lift one leg with taking support of the wall. When you feel you're comfortable here, raise your hand towards the sky. Staying there for as many breaths as possible. You can even lengthen your torso by dropping your hand behind the head, or you can stay where you are. This is the moon pose, very, very strong, as it is giving a pressure on the leg which is straight and hence making the knee muscle strong. Now I'm not going to use a block for a while, as I'm going to enter into a squat position. You can take help of a wall. Place your feet slightly wider than your shoulder distance and slightly try to sit down as if you're sitting on a chair. Now knee should never cross your toes. Knee should be exactly aligned with your toes. I'm going to show you again. So make sure your knee are just aligned with your ankle and the toes, and gently try to sit down as if you're sitting in an invisible chair. I'm taking help of a wall so that I don't fall down. You can do the same. Or you can also try this pose with the wall. So take help of a wall and then gently try to sit down. And please make sure, adjust your body so that the knee are not crossing your toes. Adjust if you have to. Sit there as if you're reading a book. You can even take a book in your hand if you like to. If that is feeling comfortable, slide down a little bit more, as it is going to give extra pressure and extra strength is needed from the knees to support this, hence making the knees stronger. This is called seated squat position or seated chair pose as well, but I'm taking a help of a wall, which is really going to ensure that my form is correct and I'm not falling down and my balance is intact. Hence, the whole focus of your body is on your legs. Once you're done, let's come down on the ground as we are going to do some seated exercises. Now I'm going to enter into a Sukhasana. If you are at a level where you feel a slight pain while you sit in this way, don't try to attempt this. But if you can, then I will suggest you to make Sukhasana as part of your lifestyle. So gently just massage your knees while you are sitting comfortably in this position. It is not lotus pose or Padmasana. It is just Sukhasana, where both my knees are resting while my feet are touching each other. Stay there for at least 5 breaths. You should be sitting in Sukhasana even while watching TV, if possible, or doing anything which requires sitting. Sukhasana is really important, not just for knee but also for our spine. Now let's sit with our knee and leg straight. I'm again going to use the block. Please use towel if you don't have a block. The whole idea here is to squeeze that block with the pressure from your knees only. So place the block just between the knees and gently squeeze it and relax. So I'm going to show you exactly what am I doing in terms of squeezing. So for example, this is the block and my hands are my knee. I'm just gently squeezing it from both sides at the same time. Squeeze the block as if you're squashing it with as much as force you can possibly without hurting yourself. This is at least have to be done 10 times in a day. And now place the same block just below the knee at whatever height you want to adjust it with. I'm going to use this height, the maximum. It is below and just below under the knee, and here I'm going to bring my leg closer to my chest. Now this is helping my knee by giving a support at the underside of the knee, and hence acting as a barrier from getting it totally curved. So some people who have pain in the knee and they don't want to fully curve their knee, they can use a block or a towel and try to squeeze your leg like this. Try to do it 5 to 10 times each side. This is going to also help your abdominal muscles, because we are squeezing also our abdominal muscles. So make sure that you're really squeezing it. In case you don't need a block, you don't have to use a block. Block is just needed for people who have a slight pain when they fold their leg in this position. While you squeeze, take a deep breath, and while you release, exhale. Now let's try to end with gentle massaging and rotation of the knees. So stand up with your feet just shoulder distance apart. Squeeze your stomach inside. Your belly button should be squeezed. Put your hands on your knee. Gaze straight and forward. Bend your backbone and now elongate it. Bend, take a breath. Release the breath. So my knees are never crossing my toes. Look, my hips are going back while my knee is just gently coming to the front and going back. Squeeze the knee, squeeze that whole region, and because this is where the strength is going to be developed. Nothing has to be under tension while doing this. Now, slightly rotate both your knees in the clockwise direction. At least do this 10 times in each side and make it a slow motion. No need to hurry this. Repeat on the other side as well. Make sure that your backbone is not under any stress, neither is your neck and your shoulders. Keep your body relaxed in this position. that, I'm going to just do the same exercise that we just did while lying down with the block in between the knee and the leg. Now here I'm not using the block, I'm doing it in the standing position. As with the standing position, I'm putting a pressure on the standing leg for making the balance of the body intact, thus strengthening the knee again. Squeeze the leg with your hands and bring them closer to the chest. With this, we end the flow. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Namaste.